Hello, this is Dr. Deb Watry. I'd like to do an introduction to our class and get you started. So I hope you do take some time to listen to this and get you started on the right foot for our class. This class is being presented in an online format, but there's actually individual work along with group discussion. This is a picture of our two texts, Peter Nordhaus text and the Joseph Roast text. Will be using both of them, starting out with doing the Joseph Roast one first, but the introduction to Peter Nordhaus is our first introduction, chapter 1. And then we'll do Joseph Roast and then Peter Nordhaus. As you take a look at the course outlook here, it's the first week. I don't have anything actually in announcements, but the course syllabus is there, the calendar for the semester, and the assignment folder. So I will spend some time going over each of these pieces of information. The course description from the syllabus is basically, this is a survey of the literature around the theory of leadership. And so we'll be taking a look at different theories of leadership. You'll have an opportunity to read the text, articles, and I will put in some media to kind of show us our way. And you'll be responsible for doing a larger report of the survey of literature and defining your theory or your development of what you think leadership should be. You'll also be reflecting on your own leadership behavior in an exercise in developing a leadership plan. So basically the course is divided into three elements. As we take a look in the syllabus, the course requirements, obviously the calendar will be very helpful for you, but my expectation is that you do complete your assignments and projects in a timely manner. Assignments are posted on the to be posted on the due date and before the due date time. Anything after that will be given a late grade, and after the fourth day I will no longer accept that assignment. So the course makeup, we have online discussions. There'll be about 7 of them throughout the course. You will be reviewing some articles. Almost every week you'll be doing a journal reflection. There'll be some informal written work, and obviously the base of this course is a formal written work and providing feedback in our online discussions to the other students in this class. Our course assignments, you'll be doing a reflected best self-assessment that will be worth 20% of your grade. You'll do a write-up, about a 7-page write-up of your reflection, and also doing a presentation for the rest of the class. The largest piece for this class is a literature review, where you will talk about what you think leadership is and what it should be in the future, and that's worth 40%. You will do a weekly journal. It'll be worth 15%, and it'll be a reflection of what you read about in the chapter readings, some of the other things that I post weekly. So journals almost every week. As I said before, there will be 7 online discussions, and those will be worth about 15% of your grade, and they'll be developed as we move along through the course. It'll be based mostly on your text reading, but you can use the articles that you've read also. And then an article review. I will post 1 or 2 articles each week, and almost every other week you will do a review of one of those articles. I'm hoping that you'll take time to read the articles, but select one that you'll write your article review on. So in the assignment folder is on that beginning page, you'll find all of the assignments, the articles, there's a blank form for your journal, the big assignment, the literature review, how to do that online discussion, and then directions for doing that reflected best self assignment. So you'll find all of these at the top of the class organization in the assignment folder. This is taking a look at that first week. Before we start that first week, some things that you will see. The syllabus is there, and I just went over 2 parts of it, but you'll be responsible for reading this. I'll go over the calendar and how that's arranged. I just went over the assignment folder. And this resource right here under Student Resources is the link to the Reflected Best Self-Assessment. So I put that right up at the top. This course is still in the making, so some other student resources I probably will put in there will be some student examples and also some guidelines for APA. So you'll find that as the course progresses. This is just the beginning of the calendar. I didn't put the whole thing here, but I want to show you how we're going to organize that. Every week you'll find here is the week. I run my weeks Monday through Sunday. Okay, and of course Labor Day we can't start on that Monday, but the weeks end on a Sunday at 10 o'clock. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Right here you will see what you're going to be required to do for the week. So for our first week you're going to do a class introduction. You will read North House Chapter 1, and then there are some articles. I think I posted 2 articles for you to take a look at. And then on this column is the assignment of what will be due that week. Our first forum is a discussion. It's an introduction of yourself. You'll do your first journal assignment, a reflection on the North House Chapter 1. And of the 2 articles, you'll pick one to do an article analysis. So that's the first week. As we take a look at week 2, this is where we're going to concentrate on the Ross textbook. So you'll find out that we'll be reading week 2, chapters 1 and 2. I'll post some articles. Again, this is an assignment in the making, so the articles will be appearing. They're not there now. And then your assignment for week 2 will just be a journal and an article analysis. In week 3, ending on a Sunday, September 22nd, we are reading just 1 chapter. I'll post 1 or 2 articles. There is no article analysis this week, and this week you'll be posting a journal, but it'll be our first class discussion. And our class discussion basically will be on the readings that happen in between, questions that I'll post for you to interact with your classmates. So again, if you want to take a look at class discussions, online discussions, and those items, those are found in the assignment folders. So I'm not going to go over every one of them per se for you. Please take a look at the whole calendar so you can time and plan where things are due. The major big pieces, the literature review and the reflected best self-assessment, due towards the end of the semester. But I'm hoping that you plan accordingly so that you provide enough time and you start collecting your data early on in the semester. So our week 1 forum is just your class introduction. You have your first journal. So class introduction, try to hopefully get it in there before September 8th so our other students in the class can interact with you. First journal is due on Sunday by 10 o'clock. All of the assignments are open, so you can go ahead and work ahead on them and post them early. The 2 articles that I have in there for you to read, one is an article by Zelnick and others, Managers and Leaders, How Are They Different? And an article by Baker on fellowship. I put in 2 very short videos. One is on What is Leadership by Northhouse, and the crisis that we currently see that we're having in leadership. So I'm going to try to keep any video I put in there very short, just to give you a kind of a touch base and give you some ideas of what's happening in leadership and what are some of the issues we're dealing with. So every week will be arranged somewhat, so you'll need to use your calendar to find out, okay, what do I need to do for the week? But these then are the resources for the week. And of course, this is a course in the making. So our second week already, I'll be working on it this week. All I have posted are the assignments that are due for you. I don't have articles posted yet, or if I find an interesting video, those resources are not out there yet for you, because we're in a course for the making here. Notice the third week is finally when we'll have our first class discussion. Way at the bottom, if you take a look at this, Northhouse is the second text. We're going to focus on the second part of the semester, but he does have chapter PowerPoints, and he has questionnaires in each of the chapters that you might find interesting. So you have the paper copy in your text, but I did go into his resource and download those questionnaires for you, because as you're doing your personal self-best project, you might want to take one of the questionnaires as you're reading and report some of the results as you're getting results back. And the chapter PowerPoints may help in our discussions or things that you refer to when you're writing your literature review. But that's way at the bottom in Northhouse Resources in our course shell. Contact information, if you need to contact me, you can contact my Marian University. I also put my phone number in there, but I'm hoping that we have a very nice class, and I'm looking forward very much to working with you. Some advice I can give you is to make sure you're accustomed to the calendar, so you know when things are due. Plan ahead so that at the end you aren't rushed for time to do that big textbook, that big literature review. As you're reading Northhouse and Roast, take notes. Take a look at what you need to do for that literature review. Organize it so that you can already start taking notes and recording some of the writers that I'm going to put in there and resources and where you might put pieces of information so that you're well organized for that big project at the end. Get started on your reflective best assignment. You're going to need to contact 10 to 15 people to ask them to provide you some feedback in that assignment. So again, that's another assignment that you don't want to wait till the end of the class. So I hope you're excited about starting the class. I definitely am. I look forward to working with you, and I know it's going to be a very fast-paced class, and I hope all goes well with you. So good luck this semester.